So today's discussion is about how to actually handle property taxes and insurance. So of course, property taxes and insurance are both very essential whenever you're dealing with home ownership. And today we're going to actually take a deep dive into it. So the first thing that you need to know is with property taxes are set by your local government. And whenever you go to vote, for example, which voting is essential, whenever you go to vote, then sometimes you may actually see where you will have different taxes, and some of them may be to increase the tax for this or to increase the tax for that. But your property taxes are based on your property's value. So before you actually look to start thinking about buying a house, you need to find out what the property taxes are in that area. The higher the value of the property, the higher the tax. So keep that in mind whenever you're thinking about property taxes. So also whenever you are actually voting, then you want to read those taxes with scrutiny. So because some of them may increase the taxes because of road improvements, and if it's something that's essential in that area, then of course you may decide that you want to actually vote a yes for that. But if it's something that you don't believe in, then of course, obviously, you don't need to vote for that. But property taxes are very important. You cannot get around them as long as you actually own the property. The next thing is going to be insurance rates. So in order to find out what insurance rates are, of course, the best thing to do is to shop around for different quotes to find out what's the best in the area. If you are an investor, then talk to other investors to find out what other investors are actually utilizing for insurance companies. That can greatly help you to determine it. Now, one of the things that I actually do whenever to lower the cost of my insurance is to actually do it based on value and not based on cost. And so as an investor, it's a little bit different. So it brings down the premium some, and it helps with the monthly premium rate. So it kind of decreases some of my bills a little bit. But I do it, for example, if a property it appraises for $55,000, then I do it based on $55,000 as opposed to the cost, which is the replacement cost. And so what insurance companies do is they most of the time determine what a premium is based on replacement cost. So this $50,000 appraisal may actually, the replacement cost of it may actually be $200,000. So of course that $200,000 check would look great in my bank account whenever if something were to happen, God forbid, to the property. But in the event that it doesn't, then I will have an appraisal amount, or my amount that I've actually wanted them to base it on, as opposed to this higher rate based on the $200,000. And we always have to pay deductibles and yada yada, so I'd rather weigh my options over on the left. But you have to do whatever is best for you. You have to determine what is better for you depending on the type of properties that you have or the property that you have to determine whether or not you want to do that or not. If you are going to the bank and you are borrowing money to obtain this property, more than likely the bank will ask you to put it in escrow. And what that means is when you put something in escrow is they're going to automatically calculate your taxes and your insurance, and it's going to be inside of your note. So your note may be $1,200 with the house by itself, but once they add the escrow payment in on top of that, then it actually may be $1,800 because they're taking into consideration your taxes and your insurance. So this is going to make your rate higher, your actual note higher. So you'll be paying an $1,800 a month note that includes the escrow. And what happens is at the end of the year, the bank will automatically send those taxes and those payments automatically on your behalf, basically. So keep that in mind whenever you're working with taxes and insurance. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a line in the comments. If you're interested in training, feel free to drop a line in the comments saying training, and I will send you information on our upcoming training. Hope the information in this video helps. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.